Okay. What I can tell. Alright. Cool. We are streaming. Everything looks as though it's in the green. YouTube was acting a bit funny here today. I couldn't get things like the thumbnail that to load appropriately, but all right, looks as though it's been reconnected successfully. All right, so you all should be seeing everything flowing perfectly at this point. Cool. All right, so everything is fixed up. Now we are up and running. So I'll just go ahead and say that again. So name's Raikazi. We're actually going to do a shiny hunt for Mesprit. Now I already do have the shiny Adhesive. That was the only one that I actually wanted out of the three that was shiny. But being the fact that the UB Adhesive was released, it kind of looks like one of the late Guardians. So I decided, because of you all's feedback, you all have been, sending those likes, subscribing. You all have also been, commenting and things like that. Definitely what I wanted us to always be able to do, really have a good community here and continue to communicate with one another. So I was like, you know what? You all wanted me to do a shiny hunt. And since Adhesive was recently released, why not go for one of the Pokemon that look like it? So since I already have Adhesive, I decided let's go ahead and do a hunt for Mesprit. And not sure if we'll go for Uxie, or Uxie. I think it's Uxie. But honestly, if we get two, we may as well end up going for three. We'll see. Let's see how long this one takes. We'll go for a couple of hours here. It was actually taking a bit longer to get this chat to work appropriately, but now that it is, well, the stream rather, to work appropriately, but now that it is, let's go ahead and get started. So now I am in the Nameless Cavern right now, and so I did this yesterday, got my team organized. Mesprit is one of those that's kind of like it's mixed between Azelf and Uxie. But what I have decided to do is I'm going to go for an Adamant Nature. But let's see what we got. Bald Negro, what's up? You're actually on early. Nope. Yeah, normally I would have had, luckily I didn't have to go to work last night. So I'm glad that I'm able to do this stream at this time, because I typically won't be able to. Let me keep track of the encounters here. All right. Oh, you are? Yes, because I'm about to, I don't even have Photoshop. I'm actually preparing to download it here pretty soon. But yeah, I'll definitely email you. Let me actually pause a second. I'm going to take your email down so I don't miss it. And thank you so much for your support too. Will do, will do. Thank you very much. I'll write that part down too. I wonder how lucky I can get actually with getting this shiny. How soon it can appear. If I get super lucky with like it being in the first 100, that'll be amazing. Okay, now it's reconnected. Not sure what's going on here. Let me get a couple of these things closed down. Don't need that anymore. I said close. What is going on? This computer's acting really funny. Let me do this real quick, guys. Sorry for the quick, well, let me see. Nope, didn't get it yet. One moment here. I have a few open applications that's getting in my way. Well, now it looks as though my capture device is suddenly froze here. Alright, well, let's start that one over. Wow, technical things. There we go. All right, everything's back to normal now. Oops. There we go. Trying to get my full setup here and how to, you know, appropriately hit these buttons and things like that without me having to do much work. 1 second. I'm taking a look at the stream itself. It looks as though y'all are getting a pretty poor output here. Let me see if I can get it to look a bit smoother for you all. It gets better and then it just suddenly decides that it wants to go slow again. Let me know what y'all are seeing on this, because it's really on some ends it looks as though it's going good and then other ends it doesn't. I don't know why it gives me such a buffering look here. Let me take a quick check. No, it's looking better. There we go. There we go. All right, back to the grind. Alright. Alright, 15 encounters. Now, if y'all actually seen anything about the Nintendo Creator Program that's starting to ban people for streaming the gameplay, makes me wonder what's going to happen with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon when it comes to like Let's Plays and stuff like that. I'm hoping that they don't go through with any of those, because I mean, we are promoting their content when we actually are, you know, making videos like this, and people might be interested inside of the Pokemon game. They're like, oh, this is what people are doing, okay, that might be pretty cool, and they'll go and get the game themselves, I would think. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what are you feeling? Where you going? All the things you want to do tonight. Come on. Alright, we are getting better at this. This is encounter number 20. And no. Being the fact that Mesprit can work in various ways, just not a speedy nature because it's not that fast of a Pokemon. I can almost accept any nature. Because if y'all don't know, I would catch one of these shiny legendaries, and if it doesn't have the nature I want, or that I can work with, I won't keep it. I will reset the game. I am a competitive trainer, so whenever I get these shinies, I'm like, no, you gotta be worthy of it. Especially if I'm going to spend so much time to get a shiny, I need to make sure it has the right nature. Or appropriate nature. Yeah. Oh, and let's update the notes on the chat here. And I'm going to put the question of the day. No, of the stream. Question of the stream. Alright, that's been updated there. So, question of the stream is, what are your biggest hopes? What are your hopes for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? So, that will get, a little bit of discussion here so you can see what other people are thinking about, what they would really like to see in it. Things like that. I said reset. Come on. I said. Ow. Welcome, 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 welcome. Alright, so we're 24 minutes into the stream. We're at 29 encounters. It did take a few minutes to get started, so we're about 1 to 2 per minute. Things are moving a bit smoother now. Which is marvelous. Absolutely, positively marvelous, darling. Where is everybody? What y'all doing? Hello? Hello? Alright, we're at 40 encounters. We're pulling away from the time finally. Third encounter. Nope. For anybody that is just joining in on the chat, the question of the stream is, what are your biggest hypes and expectations for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? You say you think you're gonna get my Mesprit? I hope that when I do get this one that it is viable. Mesprit's not my favorite of them all, but as I already said a long time ago, you know, Adhesive is my favorite of the trio. Alright, this is encounter number 48. Will we get it? Nope. You know, part of me feels as though, oh, it'd be so great if we did, but then another part of me is like, is that really likely? By the laws of probability, it's like, nope. The new Lycanroc, so you're really amped up about that one. I really wonder what its new stats are going to be, because that will be interesting to see whether or not if it has the speed of the midday Lycanroc and like the physical attack power of the midnight Lycanroc. It needs more defenses though. That's the only thing that gets to me. I think it really needs more defense. Jupiter Jays, hello. Welcome to the chat and the stream and everything and everything and everything. Encounter number 51. Nope. Now they've always been saying there was always these leaks about there being a new Alakazam type. Jupiter Jace, thank you so very much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the family. Yuze, I'm not even sure, you know, if it's going to be true or not, if they're going to actually do another a new Alakazam. I don't think they will. They haven't announced any new forms from like the Kanto Dex or anything like that. Any Alolan forms. So I'm not sure if they will or not. Because, you know, also, speaking of which, you know, they were talking about the possibility of the fighting Alakazam. There was also that rumor about the rumor of the water type Arcanine. That hasn't come out yet. So, and I hope they don't, because Arcanine needs to stay as Arcanine. That's all I pretty much got to say about that. I don't want a water type Arcanine. I like him the way it is. No, actually, they are both physical attackers. You say both Midnight and Midday. It's just that Midday has higher speed. I think a little bit less defense. While Midnight has a little bit more defense because it has access to counter. But its defense still doesn't equate enough for it to really survive attacks. And it just kind of makes it pointless. I mean, I still like them though. I mean, I got both of those shiny. So... Ah, that is a very excellent point there, Jupiter. So yeah, the new Ultra Beasts that are coming out. So UB. Okay, stream should be back up and running. Not sure what just happened there. Okay. Stream is continuing. Everything looks as though it's back up and running now. Don't know what just happened there, but it's still going. All right. So what I was actually saying there is if you give UB Burst the leftovers, you use Mind Blown, knock out your opponent, you get your Beast Boost for whatever your high stat is. You have the leftovers, so you gain a little bit of health. You use Mind Blown again, so you use another half of your health, so you should be in the red. You get another Beast Boost, and then after that, you just use attacks to just finish off your next set of opponents. But who knows what its stat breakdown is, so I'm not sure if how well that will work, but that might be an idea. Yuze, so now the UB Assembly, I was never really impressed with UB Assembly. That's just me, because when it came out, you know, they'll show all the Pokemon using an attack and everything like that. UB Assembly came out and it just did Iron Defense. And I was like, okay. I'm not sure if that was anything special or anything like that. So kind of threw me for a loop a bit. But and now that it's rock and steel, that means it's 4 times weak to fighting attacks. And we already have like Bastiodon and regular Aggron that are both rock and steel. So I'm not too sure that's something I'm looking forward to. But who knows? Its stats could be like ultimately off the charts. Who knows? Is the chat still working for you all? Because it looks as though it's connected to me, but just let me know if it's, well, I don't know if you can let me know if it's not working. I just thought about that. I was like, how can y'all let me know? Well, yeah, it looks as though it's working because Mr. Bobo just said hi. Hello, and welcome to the chat, Mr. Bobo. Now, is the Mr. Bobo, that has anything to do with Bobo 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 Bobo? I love that show. It makes almost no sense, but at the same time, it's just that funny. Oh, we'll see when you beat me. Okay, okay. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. You know, I thought about it, whether or not it could be a psychic type. I knew it was either going to have either fire or ghost. It just didn't look like fire to me, but one of my friends was talking to me about it, and he was like, well, look at it. It has its name, and it was, one of its attack was burst, and it was like a fireworks. So he's like, so it has to be fire. I was like, well, that makes sense. So, but then for it to be throwing its own head at people, that's what I was like, it's probably going to be Ghost. But, you know. Now, Mr. Bobo, so if you don't know about Bobo 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 Bobo, it's an anime, but it literally makes almost no sense. So much nonsense that it's so funny. That's just my opinion. You have them like fighting an enemy, and then all of a sudden they're having tea together, and then they're calling like pandas and weird stuff. It makes no sense, but it's funny. And it's literally Bo dash Bo dash Bo. I think it's Bobo dash Bo. Bo. It's Bobo. Ooh, hunting for Shiny Kyurem in Pokemon Black. Okay. The only reason I don't do hunts in the earlier versions is all because of that blue Pentagon and Clover requirement in most Pokemon tournaments, that I tend not to go any further back. Because I even have so many Pokemon that are trained up from the earlier generations, but you know, they're banned from tournaments because they don't have the little symbol, which really upsets me. So I'm just like, oh well. So most of them I've already reclaimed. But I have vowed that if I've already gotten them with the blue Pentagon or black Clover, I'm not doing another one. What? Charizard to Raichu? Well, guess what? No, you can't actually put Mega Evolution against a regular Pokemon. And that's not even fair. You gotta just put Raichu against Charizard. And guess what? It's gonna be Raichu. You never got a shiny? Have you ever have you played any of the later games, or is Black your latest generation that you have? And guess what you say? It's going to be Raichu. It's gonna be Raichu. La la. Now, Jupiter, it kind of doesn't fit, really, to a certain degree. It's how it moves, I can see with the ghost. The fire, I still don't get to a certain degree, except for the fireworks analogy. I guess it would make sense. A lot of people were thinking probably Fire Fairy. That's what they were thinking. And I was like, yeah, we never had a Fire Fairy before. Well, that might be interesting, but... So, Mr. Bubbles, then, if you have Sun, Omega Ruby, and Black, I would suggest, if you have all the Pokemon in Omega Ruby, I would say doing a egg hunting is best in Omega Ruby. Because you can do the Masuda method and use O-Powers to make eggs hatch a lot faster. I prefer doing that in Omega Ruby. Now for Sun, SOS chaining would be your best bet for that one. Yeah, those are the ones that I would suggest. If I get super lucky, which I doubt I will, but you know, I'm hopeful. But if I get super lucky and get this shiny early, then what I'll do is I'll start a random SOS encounter, see if how well we do for that, for the last bit of time. I don't know. This is the OBS studio. I'm not sure why it's constantly disconnecting the chat there, but now it looks as though it's working again. Let's see. I agree with the rock typing for UB assembly. Wait, or did I think steel? No, I thought rock. I didn't necessarily think steel. I think. I can't even remember. I was just like, oh, okay. Eh. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with the streaming factor. It's just constantly messing up there. It's trying to establish that connection with YouTube. Don't know, but it looks as though it's going through. My favorite type. I'm between... It's kind of like a tie with electric and fire. Those are my two favorite types of Pokemon. I'm like I'm an Uchiha. There we go. Fire style and thunder style. Or lightning style, rather. Now, yes, UB Adhesive, I do love its, the typing is great. It looks like it's a mythical Pokemon, and it just looks, that smile is kind of almost at the same time creepy. It's like, it's going to like bring you down, smile at you, and then poison you. Black Phoenix is it GD? Yes, Black Phoenix GD. Hello, welcome to the stream. And what else did we have? Dragon types for you, Zay. You liked, those are your favorite types. They can learn a lot of moves. That makes them many times very unpredictable. Yes, UB Adhesive is one of the new UBs. On the thumbnail, I actually put a photo there. You have all the lake spirits in front of them, and then you have UV adhesive behind them all. And Mr. Bubble, I do. Oh, I am attacking. I'm pressing that button too many times. I do not have. I've never actually played Skylander, so I don't actually have an opinion on it. Yes, I do have a capture card. I did it through Katsukitty. And it's not actually as bad as many people was saying. I was kind of freaked out with thinking about getting it, but then next thing you know, when I got it, well, actually when I ordered it, I expected it to take like 6 weeks, like everybody was saying. It was at my doorstep within like 2 weeks, and I was like, oh, well. Alright, so y'all got Flygon, Garchomp. My favorite dragon type, Salamence. Salamence all the way. Love Salamence. Now Blue, that one is one that's mixed with Zekrom, and with that freeze shock attack, it is the risk of paralyzing you and doing all that damage. That's a very, very, very dangerous Pokemon. That is so true that it would actually do that, because if for the way how it looks and it's just like and just poison you, makes perfect sense. Actually, use it's still Ice Dragon. Yep, Mr. Bubble got it. It is Ice Dragon. It so it doesn't take the typing of like the Reshiram or Zekrom. It keeps its natural typing of Kyurem, but it takes one of their movesets. Part of their movesets, rather. Okay, it's reconnected already. Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of chats just suddenly scrolled through. I don't know what just happened there. It just said it disconnected and reconnected within a couple seconds there. It sure can't learn Ice Punch, can it? Now I was wondering what DS were you talking about? Yes, I am in America. Currently, I am in Tennessee, but I'm originally from New York City. Born and raised New York City. I need to go back. I need to go back and get my pizza. I'm starting to really crave my home pizza. People around the world, that's what I really like about this here. That's right. And say you can continue to be a rival because it's only going to keep me staying strong and staying higher. I don't know what is going on, why it's constantly disconnecting everybody here. I remember when I was doing my live stream battles before, and I ended up having to disconnect everything and reestablish it. I'm going to pause it. No, well, everything's looking as though it's good now. Okay. We'll leave it here. We'll see. What do y'all actually have out there in Romania? Because if y'all don't have like a GameStop, y'all have to have some other method of getting these like Pokemon events and stuff like that, right? No. Yeah, Black Phoenix, I'm not sure what you mean. A Charizard from... Is that white for a Mimikyu? Oh, Wonder Trade. Okay. I wonder... No, it wouldn't be the new Charizard, because there is a Charizard event being released right now. I'm not interested in it, though, because... eh. Got to go to GameStop for that one. But nice, getting a Charizard for it. It's always nice getting with those starter type Pokemon. Alright, well, we're about to hit encounter number 100. Will we get the shiny? Yeah, the event, you just go into the store, you ask for the card, and they give you the card for that has a download code on it, and then you put the code into your DS, and voila, you just get it. So we did not get it in the first 100. You're broken how, Jupiter? You see, I don't need it either. That's why I'm like, I already got all the starters on level 100, except for the most recent ones, because for Gen 7, I'm waiting for Hidden Ability Incineroar, and I want to make that one shiny, but I want a shiny, I want the shiny Hidden Ability one. And I think I want the Hidden Ability shiny Decidueye. And I don't really care for the shiny Primarina or necessarily its Hidden Ability, so I'm like, I might just get it, but I don't need it to be shiny or anything. I got about 2 legendary boxes. Oh, there I go again, attacking. How in the world you get 12 more shadows? Yes, it's really hard to get it without breeding. So if you start off the game and you try to do it that way, I wasn't going to do that. That's like 4 or 5 minutes for each segment there for all the cutscenes and everything. I was not going to go through all of that. I'd rather go ahead and breed it because I can even get the stats that I want, the nature that I want, stuff like that. So I'm going to breed for the shiny starters, but I just still have to wait for the hidden abilities to be released. Now, actually, speaking of which, one thing I noticed that no one's actually spoken about, which I'm hoping, please hoping that they actually do in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They're talking about, oh, well, these are your starter Pokemon, and they're showing the, you know, Rowlet, Poplio, and, what was that last one? The cat. Not Torracat, that's the Sabal form. Wow, how is my brain stopping like that? You know, the cat I'm talking about. So now for all of those, since they've been highlighting that for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I've noticed a little glow around them, what I'm hoping for is that maybe, just maybe, they're going to surprise us and say these Pokemon are coming with their hidden abilities. Now, a lot of people do use the Magikarp method. I haven't actually... yes, Litten. Thank you so much, because I could not remember its name for the life of me. Now, the Magikarp method, I like the Magikarp method because you hatch the eggs really quick. The thing I don't like about it is when you're trying to go through all of that, you got to keep taking the parent out and everything, and I just don't like having to talk to the people and to get the egg out and everything like that. I just rather, but I did use it when I did my my Pyukumuku. It ended up, when I got a shiny and it didn't have the hidden ability, I switched it out because I was saving the game every 10 eggs, switched it out, and then that's how I got my shiny Delmise. That is a shiny that I don't even have. So you're one up on me for that. I don't have a shiny Litten. Just waiting for that hidden ability first. There's a bird out my window. Do an SOS hunt, Mr. Bobo. If you do an SOS hunt, you should be able to get a shiny pretty quick, actually. But now this is the thing though. I don't shiny hunt all Pokemon because you know some of them they don't look good at all to me. But some Pokemon just look beautiful when they're shiny. Now for a shiny starter, I do have shiny Greninja. I'm trying to think of any other shiny starters that I have. I have not done any other shiny starter. No. How are you doing your SOS hunt? You're resetting the game for the Ash Pikachu. It's just a download code. The stats are gonna, the nature and everything is gonna be the exact same all the time. Why are you resetting it? Because you can raise it to level 100 and then just simply bottle cap it. They all have the hardy nature. Those are locked. That's what that's called. Yeah, there's 5 Ash Pikachus, but you can only use the download code at a specific time. If you use the download code early, then you get that one specific Ash Pikachu, and then you can't do it. Like for me, I'm going to go for the... I'm going for the Kalos Ash Hat Pikachu, so mine is on between October 17th and October 23rd. So that's when I get mine. So I'm not getting the, I'm not going to use the download code or anything until that time. Well, you were able to get 3? Huh. Because I've only, I know you can only get 1 per game. I was going to get the Kanto one, and I decided to go for Kalos instead, and what completely left my brain while I was thinking about it, because it was the last day to do it, I was like, oh, after it was too late, I realized I still have my Moon. I could have downloaded it and put it in Moon. But oh well. Pikachu is actually, interestingly enough, with Raichu being my favorite Pokemon, but Pikachu is one of my least favorite Pokemon. Eh. You actually got a shiny Necrozma? How'd you get that? I was pretty sure it was locked. Wasn't it? Isn't it shiny locked? I don't know. Oh, okay. might want to be a little careful, Yuze. Now, I could be wrong, but you might want to actually check on this. But I don't think Shiny Keldeo was ever released legitimately. So if somebody traded one to you, it's possible it could be hacked. Just letting you know. Yes, the Ash Pikachu. It is rare. It is definitely rare. One thing that actually got me really upset is because I went through, getting the cosplay Pikachus in Omega Ruby all organized, got them with the right move sets, right hidden powers if necessary, if they had hidden power, and I had them all like transferred in and stuff like that. Then whenever I went to my Pokemon bank to try to use them, to get them transferred into my Sun version, it pops up and it's like, oh, this Pokemon is a special Pikachu. It can't be transferred. I'm like, then why did I go through all of this? The code for Ash Hat Pikachu is Pikachu 20. Well, 20. Pikachu 20. Yeah, you can't transfer the cosplay Pikachus from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So I'm like, well, thanks guys for making me go through all of this, and then you're saying I can't transfer that same Pikachu. Because what I really wanted to do was have one of those, like for example, the Bell Pikachu, when it has the Icicle Crash attack. Then on top of that, when I finally get the Ash Hat Pikachu with the Pikachunium Z, I was gonna put that on the Bell Pikachu, so it'll have a powerful Ice attack, Z move, Thunder. I think it's 100,000 volts or something like that, Thunderbolt. And then a couple other moves. So that was going to be amazing, but then they were like, oh, well, the nature is locked. All of this stuff. So I'm like, well, thanks a lot, guys. Y'all just ruined my hopes. But what else can you expect from Pikachu? I guess. Now, don't forget, Jupiter. If you're about to use the download code or anything, make sure you are in the right time frame, because different dates are for the different hats. The Kanto one has already passed though. I think Hoenn might have already passed as well. I'm not sure. I just wrote down the date where the Kalos one is going to be available, so I'm waiting for that one. Because that was the region where Ash was doing the best, and the anime really took it a step up in its, in the material. So in that reason, that's why I'm just like, you know what? I'll wait for that hat of the Pikachu. Okay. It might be Hoenn still. Or it might have passed. I'm not sure. Yeah. DQXY raid. What? Not sure what that is. Only in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Yep, there we go. So yeah, you can actually get the other a different kind of hat when you use your Moon version. So if anybody was watching, maybe I guess I'm assuming this is coming from a DQXY gamer that y'all had a stream going or something like that. But if y'all rating, well, welcome. If y'all are coming over, that's all I can pretty much say. Raid! We're at 131 encounters. I was really feeling as though I was going to get it within like the first 100, but eh. Still trying here. Can we get it here very soon? Can we get the Shiny Mespirit? Come on! Nope. Oh, and actually, I'm not sure if everybody has done it. So for anybody that has recently joined the chat, what the question of this stream is today: what are you guys most hype about for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? So hit that up in the chat. Some of us have already talked about it, but if anybody that is new to the stream, let us know, what are you most hype about in terms of for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. After that last trailer, I gotta say, the gameplay itself, that trailer, the Japanese trailer, which was the best trailer that I've ever seen for Pokemon, ever. So that is something that I'm hoping the trailer does give it, sufficient justice, or that the game gives the trailer justice, I guess. Yeah. For a moment, Romanian? What do you mean? Oh, so you're gonna... I wouldn't be able to understand it. Oh yeah, and traveling to the UB worlds. That is an excellent point. Now people are saying, that there's the coding of gyms inside of the game. I'm wondering if we will finally be able to go back to Kanto. For example, in the anime, they went to Kanto and went up against Brock and Misty. That was actually pretty cool. So I'm wondering if maybe after we beat through all the trials and become a champion, we'll be able to go to Kanto and get the 8 badges. That would be like Johto, going and having the 16 badges type of thing. That would be amazing. But who knows? Who knows? We don't know. We are at 130. Well, now 140 encounters. Can we get it? Can we? Please, please, please. No. Oh. Salut, numele. Moi este Mr. Bobo. Au revoir, nu. Intelliheti, say spoon. I have no idea what you just said. Is it hello everyone, I am Mr. Bobo. Do you say that you're very intelligent in something? I'm just trying to it looks a bit part of Spanish and French mixed in. I don't know. I might be close. Well, Lily went to Kanto in Sun and Moon, but in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Lily's with you, and her hair is already pulled back. She's already in her Z-powered Lily mode. So I'm wondering what that really means. What does it mean? What does it mean? Come on, Shiny! Please give me the shiny. Give me the shiny. For the sake of UB Adhesive, give me the shiny. Oh. Well, I got part of it right. So say spoon must be what you are saying. Number 145. Pearl, 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 diamond and pearl. That is... Isn't that Unova? I want to say... Some diamond and pearl. Yeah, that's the Unova region. Aslan the Pro. Hey ya. Yeah, you shouldn't be concerned. They're not gonna go back and like shiny lock it. Oh, Unova is that? No, I don't know. Which one is it? Unova. Yeah, it is Unova, black and white. Because that's the one I was looking at. So, Diamond and Pearl. Do I even have a book for that? I should have a book. Let me check. I'm right over here. Sinnoh. Figured it out. It's Sinnoh. That was bugging me. I can't remember. Aston the Pro, thank you so very much for subscribing. Oh, you know what? That is so true. Chorus is in Sun and Moon. You know, it's those special, like, Easter eggs that we tend to overlook, and that is a very important factor. Chorus, I loved his music when I battled him in inside of the games. Especially, like, later on when you have to battle him again, just for the heck of it, you can battle him daily. I just loved his music, and now, if they brought him back in N, I wonder what N would be like at that point. That would be amazing. Excellent point. Excellent point. Fourth gen was pretty good with the Infernape in there. It was a good number of Pokemon that was good inside of it. It's just like the regions, certain regions, they will always fall off in my memory. I'm like, which one is which? Unova and Sinnoh run a lot together for me. Hoenn's my favorite, though. Kalos was huge. Yes, I love that strategy. My strategy has always been about having the fastest Pokemon. And now for the competitive world, when I was always bringing the top speed Pokemon, my goal was always to attack first. But then Trick Room came into play. And when people started using Trick Room, I was like, what in the world is going on? And I was completely just dumped. So now I had to end up changing my strategy because of that. But, it is what it is. Ooh. XSTH, well, that you having a shiny Latias, that's pretty amazing to get. And going for a shiny Castform is pretty cool. Now the Friend Safari and X and Y, love it. You can get shinies really quick, and you can only find like what 2 to 3 Pokemon depending on if the person completed the game at that time. Makes it much easier for you to you know, narrow down the Pokemon that you want, and they come with the hidden abilities some of the time, so that's pretty cool. Really cool. I went back there and went for another shiny. I was going for some shiny fire Pokemon. Oh, no, I was going for a shiny Phantom. And I got like multiple shiny Lampins, but I already had a shiny Chandelure, so I didn't have to worry about it. But then I finally got my shiny Phantom because I was doing a Halloween special, and then after that, I just raised it up and up to level 100. Which I think I will do one. I'm not sure if the Pokemon, if the Pokemon company itself are going to set up a, a spooky battle or not. If they end up not doing that, I will hold a spooky ghost dark type Pokemon tournament myself. But we'll see. I'm gonna keep checking to see if anything gets updated or not. Dark type. Now, my favorite dark type. Let me make sure I don't mix this one up because, like, Tyranitar was my favorite rock type. And my favorite dark type, because he's dark as well, is Absol. Yeah, it was Absol, right? I keep having to change it up to try to make them all fit. Because, like, my favorite ground type was Golem. Always have to alter it. I have never gotten a chance to play Showdown. Now, is that something that... Because I've gone there for, like, the damage calculator and stuff like that, which is a really helpful tool. I always wondered if you just log in and just start battling, or do you have to do anything in particular? Champion Red. Hello, hello, hello. Alright. Ali the Cool Boy, welcome to the stream. Ah, yes, the disguise. Yeah, and with all the that can trick people. Anytime I see somebody with a Zoroark on their team and they send it out, well, they send out their Pokemon itself, I'm like, is this a Zoroark or is it just the real thing? And it makes you second guess yourself, so it's definitely a tricky Pokemon. Yeah, no, I've seen that with Showdown, but I know there's like the ladders and like tiers and stuff like that, and I don't want to, play unfairly to someone else because I don't understand all the tiers and how they fully work, because I see that there a lot of things get banned a lot, so it's always like, I don't know. It looks like there we have an alternate language raid of some sort, but I'm not sure what y'all are saying. No, I do not speak Hungarian. Solamente pequeño español, pero no mucho. Ah, so and just making sure that they just second guess themselves, and if they hit something, they're going to be pretty much not very effective on you. Feel like I miscounted on one of those, but oh well. Ah, excellent. Well, thanks so much for bringing them over here. I'm pretty good. All right, we are 169. Now, I've actually ran into a lot of different scenarios when I get poisoned, and I have a number of Pokemon that either have either facade or like an ability to benefit from toxic. Just so I'm like, okay, please poison me. Please poison me. Thanks so much for the luck. I do hope that we get it. Really do hope so. I really hope we don't have to go into like the thousands. That will be insane. I've seen so many people have to go to like thousands of encounters, but I'm thinking we can pull it out. I'm thinking we can pull it out. There's number 173. Come on. Ah! You know, sometimes when you're doing, whenever I do a shiny hunt, there's points in time when it just feels, something just comes over me and I feel as if the shiny is on its way. And I'm like, please, is it coming? Because I have that feeling that it's close. I could be completely wrong, but I have this weird feeling that it's coming. I don't remember how long it took for my Azelf to come. Probably took a few hundred. Can it actually get minimized? I don't remember Shedinja able to get minimized. I know mine used to have double team. Then when I would battle some people, they would say that was a banned move. I was like, is it? I mean, I was just but then they were playing Showdown and I wasn't, and I didn't have no idea what was going on. It's difficult for me to make it back to Clarksville. I mean, that's a number of. I'm not like an hour away like I used to be. I'm few hours away. And there's like nothing out in Clarksville. Like literally nothing out there in Clarksville. I think about going out there and then I'm like, where would I stay? You know? I don't know anybody. Well, I don't know. Who knows what's going on out there? So I won't be able to stay anywhere. Ah, so you like the evasion moves. Now be careful though. What a lot of people are starting to do is they're bringing, for people that use evasion, they will bring either whirlwind or roar, something like that. And then they'll set up a stealth rock. And that was always the hard part, is because if you send out Shedinja and the stealth rock is up, then he just immediately faints. We're at 180 encounters. Come on. I had looked it up, and the reason why I got that counter at the bottom there is for how many moves it has used. Because I looked it up and tested it out a little bit when I was setting it up yesterday. This Pokemon has approximately 80 attacks. So I keep track of that so I know how many turns have passed in order for me to try to count the Pokemon. Makes sense. Are you gonna go make a live stream? Awesome, awesome. If you do any shiny hunts, Mr. Bobo, do the SOS and good luck to you. Thanks so much for joining in this chat and the stream. We will definitely be doing more and more. Zozos. Nope, I didn't get one. I don't know. I hope it comes up soon. Please come to me, my shiny Mespirit. Shiny, 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 shiny Mespirit. Number 185. Nah, nope. $186. Oh no! I feel it. I feel it. I'm believing in the shiny is on its way. Come on. Now what in the world? Now I have yet to ever fail a shiny. And I'm hoping I never do. Especially because with it taking this long, the risk of like soft resetting over it or something like that is so great. I'm like, please don't let me ever do that. All right, we're at 190. Woo! In many cases, we are really at just the tip of the iceberg, really. Let's see. Hopefully, you can do it within 500 encounters. $193. $194. 195. Oh, so that's where the like the lattes would appear after you beat the game. It just pops up just randomly. So after so it that's where it would actually flee. So did it actually stay shiny after that, or did it like change? Oh. How'd you manage to even poison it in the first place? Wasn't it too slow? Well, this is 199. I figured it would flee before you could even hit it. $201. Well, that. I hope you had like kept your master ball or something like that. So if it, when you found it again, you caught it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that you even had a house fire. Hope everybody made it safely okay and you all got things replaced, that would be more important, of course, than the game itself. So that'll be most important. Wow. It's a lot of cats. But it is good though that everybody made it out safely, so that's the best. That's surprising because shinies pop up a lot in the Friend Safari. A whole bunch. I think I was at work one night when I was doing my shiny Phantom, and since I had nothing to do at that point, it was one of my overnight jobs. I was just doing a shiny hunt, trying to stay awake, and next thing I just heard it sparkle on the end, and I was like, there it is. One thing I am going to have to do, I gotta make sure I do it here soon, is I'm going to go through the entire game through Omega Ruby and ensure that I have every single Pokemon in every single form. Just so I can, I'm hoping that in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that they do bring the national decks in there, because I don't know how they're planning on allowing us to have the shiny charm. And since I have all the Pokemon in Sun and have all my Pokemon inside of Omega Ruby, I don't know where these Pokemon are going to be allowed to come from. So I want to make sure I get them all transferred in, have all the different forms, so therefore I can actually have a completed Pokedex and get that shiny charm as quickly as possible. Welcome back to this back to the stream here, Mr. Bobo. For my longest encounter, trying to remember here. So it's one of the two, because Elekid was one of my longest ones. It took about no, not Elekid. at one point it was longest because it was over 800, but I know I've had encounters that was well over 1,000. But now at the same time, Palkia, when I was going for my shiny Palkia, that one took an extremely long time because I found it once and I caught it, but it didn't have the right nature. And I decided that I was going to do it again, and I literally reset the game and hunted it again, and it took about another week. But I did it, and I got it with the right nature, so it's pretty cool. Well, actually, no, it still didn't even come up with the right nature. I don't think it did, but it came up with an okay nature that I could work with. Haxorus, that the black coloring on Haxorus is definitely a great color on it. It's like almost robotic like. Then I only have a regular Haxorus. My shiny Haxorus came from the older generation, so of course it's banned from most tournaments there. I am thinking about whether or not if I want to do it again, you know, get another shiny, but I haven't 100% decided on that yet. I thought I heard something vibrating here. Oh. I thought I heard something. What? Number 218. Oh, that's still pretty good for a base stat for special defense. Okay, so I'm about to eat this Laffy Taffy here. So, you know, on Laffy Taffies, they come with like 2 jokes on them. So this one says, "Why was the policeman in bed?" Give up. It says because he was an undercover cop. And then the other one says, "Where do cows go to have fun?" Answer to that one, the movies. Oh my gosh, seriously. At least this is the first time I've even seen that joke, though. Typically, I would have seen them already. You can get it out of the wrapper accordingly. There we go. Yeah, Yuzay, I'm just going to get Mesprit. With the timing of the day, I'm just going to go for Mesprit at this point. I decided not to go with the curse on the on my Trevenant because if I use all the moves that are pure status, if they use taunt on me, it shuts me down, and I won't be able to do anything. And then struggle takes a quarter of your health each turn. Mine knows, is it Will-O-Wisp? Forest Curse. I'm not sure if I was keeping Forest Curse or not, but I still have it with Forest Curse right now. Will-O-Wisp, Forest Curse, Horn Leech, and something else. Was it Leech Seed? Might be Leech Seed or Protect, something like that. I have a 3DS. I was thinking to get the 2DS, but I wasn't sure whether or not Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was going to be 3DS required only. But, you know, apparently they're not. And I didn't know what the future games were going to hold. But, yeah, it is what it is. But I never even used a 3D functionality. And I think the cost was so close to one another anyway. I was like, I may as well just get the 3DS. $230 encounters. 230. New Nintendo 3DS. Oh, yes. That would be horrible. You can't even stop yourself. You're like, no, 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 no. Please don't hit it. Don't hit it. You pray that you miss. And then you don't. Whew. I do like Overwatch, surprisingly, because I'm never much of a first-person shooter gamer type of thing, but it definitely had a good draw to it. I never actually purchased the game. I did play the beta, and then had pretty good bit of fun with the beta. Only reason, though, I didn't purchase it, I have a ton of games that I have yet to play, mainly because, you know, Pokemon takes a lot from a lot of time. you know, and I would always be getting ready for a tournament or something like that. But then I want to play those before I actually worry about going into like those type of games. Exactly. But then, also, when you're in the Nuzlocke and you use fly, then what happens? You miss. And you're like, seriously, did I miss? Then you fly, and then they use a Destiny Bond. You're like, okay, I can miss. Right? Please miss. Just miss. Just go ahead. You miss all the time. And then, oh no, you're going to hit now, so you're going to die. That's just great. All right. Let's see where we're at. 238. Not yet. Let's see. All right, so we got, what is it? 41 minutes remaining. So let's just hope that we can actually get the shiny in this time frame. Well, if you catch it, you still get the points for it if you catch it, if that's something you're trying to do. Or if you have a Pokemon with Thief, that might be something to do. You know, and Sneasel and Weavile, those, you know, Pokemon like that. Those are some of the Pokemon though I really don't like their shiny. I didn't realize Sandshrew also brings a Quick Claw. Not that, Josh Baker. Thanks so much for the luck. It is 12:11 p.m. here in America. Lucario Knight, EX Robot, and more. Hello, and thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the family. I've taught a few. My main Pokemon that I keep with Thief is my Zangoose. One of my Zangooses, rather. Not my shiny. My regular one. Just for when I have special things going on, that I'll bring it with me. If I need to get a heart scale, meet up with a love disc or something like that. Marshadow Gaming. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we're at 244 encounters. You know, I need to go back and train a Mightyena. I used to have one, not trained all the way up, but, you know, when you start through the game, you know, it's one of those give you Pokemons, but I was actually kind of liking my Mightyena. And then I ended up not really doing anything with it. I don't think its stats are that great, if I recall, but it's a pretty cool Pokemon, I think, honestly. A new generation introduction, new Pokemon, so... Oh, so he must have done a randomizer Nuzlocke. That's scary. Don't you? Now, see, the only thing about doing like randomizers and stuff like that, I think you got to use one of those external devices or something like that. I don't own one, and those freak me out because I think it's going to break my game. So I'm just like, I'll let everybody else do it. You can't even use your Pokemon from it anyway because they're not legit, I guess. I don't know. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'll leave it be. Ooh, that's an interesting theory. Houndoom and Mightyena, they do have those similarities. Just one has the additional fire typing. I think Mightyena's more defensive. I think. I could be wrong. But that's an interesting theory. Huh. Cool. My shiny Houndoom is called Devil's Pet. I love shiny Houndoom. I love puppies. Love dogs, so. Alright, we're at wow. 249. Will 250 make the cut? Come on. Nope. Alright, here we go. We're continuing on. You've never seen a shiny Houndoom? Oh. I want to show you. Where's my other DS? Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know, rather, how in the world to do a randomizer. I'm just assuming that's what they do. I don't know. 'Cause I know people will be playing a game. They say, "Well, I didn't actually do a randomizer," and I'm like, "Huh?" I was like, "Oh." Then I started figuring out what that was all about. I'm pulling up my other DS here. My wonderful Right You Made 3DS. Alright. I want to see if I can get you all a quick display. It might not be the best footage because I'm throwing it up in front of the screen here, but where are you at? There you go. Hey, can you see that? Let me bump it up. There we go. That is my shiny Houndoom. Gotta love it. Let me get that back up. I couldn't remember what Moss Deep City was in terms of the gym. Yeah, that nail curse, it's always like, seriously? Yeah, if it's psychic, you don't want to use your Blaziken. Unless, no, wait a second. For Moss Deep, if you're playing the original, because I remember using my Blaziken all the way through the entire game, and it was painful, but that Blaze Kick, knocking people out. Who can't beat your Breloom? Which Pokemon can't beat your Breloom? Because we've been talking about a bunch of Fire and Psychic Pokemon. They're going to knock your Breloom out the park. Yes, I did get the special Glalie there, but I've also had my own already trained, so I just grabbed the Glalie or Glalie. No, it's Glalie from the from it, so I can actually use it for the for mine. I think I'm going to actually get another one and do a shiny egg hunt on it. Not 100% sure because the eyes only turn red, so it's like, do I really want to do that? We'll see, but I think I will. At that moment. Not yet. Oh, we got 29 minutes. Come on, please. Surprisingly, I always used to like Mist Ball, but it's with it being in such a much lower base power than like Psychic, and stuff, I was like, oh man. Oh, and Luster Purge. That always looked nice to me. Now, use that. What your Breloom might be able to do is going to be maybe Mach Punch. But my Houndoom is going to burn you to a crisp. Just saying. Just telling you. Or if you want to Focus Sash, I'll Focus Sash mine. Then you'll probably use Spore or something. I don't know. I don't know. I have a Stormy Recover set when it uses Cosmic Power and Recover. Becomes extremely unkillable. And then it might even burn you at a whim. With Scald. And then there's one more move. Oh, and Rapid Spin. You can have the Toxic Orb all you want, Yuze, because once my Flamethrower hits you, you are going to die. You can hit the Sky Uppercut if you want. I don't care, but you're going to be dead before you get a chance to do it. $267. Nope. Yeah, we will see. Watch when we battle. We're going to see. When you get your Breloom. Now, I do like Breloom. I'm not going to downplay the Breloom. I'm going to train another one because it used to help me in the earlier generations when I was playing through and I got a Breloom. And it was helping me catch a lot of Pokemon, which was really amazing. But it's not beating Houndoom. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Finally. 69. No! Ugh. I don't have that feeling of the shiny anymore. I don't know what happened. Did it leave me? Was it close and then it disappeared? Who else in the world just got a shiny and then took that shiny luck from me? Who? Who? I have two shiny Shuppets, all from Horde encounters, and neither of them had like the adamant nature or anything like that, which saddens my heart. I think they both have like some balance type nature or something like that. I don't even know. You're doing the safari hunt. Okay. You won't be able to battle my Houndoom in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. My Houndoom is already in my Sun version, so he can't go back. You're gonna need to get on the world of the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because next month all the Pokemon are gonna be soon making that journey to those games. What level are your Pokemon on? And what level is the gym on? Come on! Oh. Yeah, so you might need to do some leveling up outside of it. I know this might sound a bit crazy and a bit insane, but many of the times I've actually played through these games. By time I went to like the first town, because you get your Pokemon and you're leaving the city, I will sit there in the patch of grass, and before I finally go forward, my Pokemon will be evolved on level 15 to 16. I will make sure that they are evolved before I go into the first city. So, yeah, the game was never ever an issue because I just flew right through it, or it was always my backup Pokemon. And I let other Pokemon play around, but then if it came down to it, I had it in the background and it just came and fought through. So, that's how I always played through it. It was a hard grind in the beginning doing that, but yeah, now if you use your Beautifly and use the Silver Wind and have the chance to boosting your stats though, you'll be able to take them out. What do you mean? What you want to do actually is use your Pokemon Bank. That's how you trade. Because I transfer all my Pokemon into my Pokemon Bank, and then I just pick them up with my other game. I have a level 100 Beautifly. Now, if you go really, really fast into horde hunting and just, run, escape, and just keep, using the sweet scent and stuff like that, honestly, you should be able to get in a shiny within about an hour. Hour and a half. You should get a shiny pop up. As long as you have the shiny charm. I've sat there before and I just raced through it, and I literally went to a patch of grass once before and I was like, I'm going to get one. And I just went quick. And I was like, yeah, based upon statistical evidence, should only be about 30-45 minutes. Within an hour, popped up. I was like, done. And that's, of course, normal statistics, but, you could get very unlucky, or you could get super lucky and it only takes you 2 minutes. I don't know. When you get your DS, then you just download the Pokemon Bank. It's only like $2 or $2 or $3. It's not a big thing, and that's for once for every year. So it's definitely an easy purchase there. Acelin the Pro. Well, if you do not have the shiny charm yet, you might be looking at 2 hours. You might be looking at 2 hours. Can we do this in the next 16 minutes? Can we do this in the next 16 minutes? Please give me the shiny. I want the shiny. Give me the shiny for the UB adhesive. Dino Boy, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Saying those are dragons. I'm feeling the drive. I'm feeling the drive. Can we make it? Can we get the shiny in the 15 minutes? Come on. Let's it come forth. Haxorus can't learn fly. For your second grass type, huh? Well, when you get Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because that's what we'll be doing, what we'll be playing on. And we'll see how that goes. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with that. The gym leaders are going to be more focused on healing up their Pokemon. So if you get a few like silver wins out with Beautifly, if your Beautifly still knows it, then you'll be able to luck out, with a stat boost, and while they're recovering, your stats are just going higher, and then you can actually knock them out. And with that being a full stat boost, that means your defense and special defense will raise, so they won't be able to hurt you as much. Me personally, I'm honestly most excited for the gameplay, just for the story mode. So I'm really wanting to see what this story it has to hold, because I'm really looking forward. It seems as though the characters are much more, how would I put it? Much more serious. Yeah, because like in Sun and Moon, Hal is just very laid back and stuff like that, always smiling and not really, he wasn't much of a rival to me. He was more of like a buddy, and I was like, okay, well, yeehaw. And so I want more rivals and more expansions on the story and availabilities there. So that's what I'm most excited about for it. Now, things that I'm hopeful for, you know, there's a lot of things I'm hopeful for that I would pray that is available or comes available. Yeah, the Trapinch, they have the sand trap ability, so you won't be able to escape them unless you have a flying type. Oh, your Beautifly is already down? I didn't even see that part. Yeah, you might be having a hard time with that. Yes, holding your hand. Oh my gosh, that was driving me insane. And I was like, I already know what to do. Can you just give me the option to say, do I need a tutorial or not? And if I say no, let me go and do my thing. Because I would complete things and try to get somewhere else. They're like, no, you have to go there. I'm like, why? I know what I'm doing. Just leave me alone. And then they wouldn't. So that was extremely hold-handing. And I did not like that at all. And what I also am extremely hopeful for is that the level up system is fixed. That it's no longer tiered to where if you're at a higher level, then you get less points. I mean, if a Pokemon's a Pokemon, it gives you a certain amount of points, leave it alone. Because this whole thing, the grinding to get your Pokemon to level 100, no. Just no. I press, you know, whenever time I come back to like Omega Ruby, I always have to remember, I was like, press the button, or do I have to open up the flute? How do I do this again? Yeah. Here's my schedule. I don't know if we're gonna get lucky or not, guys. It doesn't look like it's in our favor. Well, happy belated birthday to you. And I think, honestly, out of the most recent games, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are one of the best ones because it's so inclusive, and you have the access to so many Pokemon. So I really prefer Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and the O powers. Oh my gosh, you get those 4,000 steps on your DS, and then you go in there, the O powers recharge like that. I promise you, I can get a Pokemon up to level 100 within a couple hours. From an egg, literally. The hardest part is just getting them EV trained, and after that, go through the Pokemon League a few times. Done. It's just that easy. Woo! That was luck on your hand, on your side. Well, this is 307. So it seems as though you must have won the match. The O powers are amazing. I mainly use them for experience points and for egg hatching. And those are the best because once you get them to the maximum level, oh my gosh, things are just beautiful when it comes to like leveling up. Beautiful. You should be able to beat him. Now you're more prepared, and you don't have to go through all those trainers again either. So you should be all right. Yeah, it's like, would you want to put your hand in there? Yeah, sure. I have nothing. I don't know what's in there, but I'll just put my hand in there. Oh, that's the Pokemon they have? Lunatone and Solrock? Oh. That is trouble. I forgot who was in that gym. Beautifly won't actually do that well. You reach in, you won't you'll be sucked all the way in and you're like, yeah, I'm dead. There's so many people that don't even know what Final Gambit does, and then when they meet the shiny, they're like, great! And then they Final Gambit, they're like, okay, what's the big deal? And then they watch as their hopes just fade away and just gone. And they're like, no! Alright, so it has been 3 hours here. This is encounter number 320. Whew. Well, we have not gotten the shiny as of yet. Well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. What we'll do, we'll go to 330. Not the time, but 330 encounters. So there's 9 more encounters here. And then what we'll do is at 8 o'clock tonight, if I don't get it, I'll do a 2-hour bonus stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to hunt for the remainder. That's true, because the types are different depending on how they do the randomizers. That is so true. Oh. Congratulations! You have defeated them. Excellent. That's what, badge number 6 or 7, isn't it? I want to say it's at least 6. No, it might be 7. That might be badge number 7. Especially with those levels. Yeah, that should be badge 7. Another thing that I like about Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is that whenever you get to the Pokemon League, you beat them all the way through, you go back after them, they power up. They bring more Pokemon, Mega, all of this stuff. I mean, and they get stronger. So make sure you're prepared for the second time you go through the Pokemon League. If you've never played through, I'm not going to give you any spoilers of all what they got, but just be prepared. They get stronger. Alright, we got 4 more encounters. When you threw it, don't worry. It actually just brought you back to an early part in the game, and then it just miraculously just didn't save, so they didn't really die. If one of your life was that way, you're like, wait, no, I didn't really do that. Let's press the reset button. Two more encounters. 2 more. Oh, I love Calm Mind. Love Calm Mind. Cool. See ya. It doesn't look as though I'm getting the shiny here. This is the last encounter, so we're going to do another stream at 8 p.m. just for 2 hours max. Let's see what happens. And no. Alright, so that was 330 encounters. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to end the stream here because I do want to, get to the gym, get some exercise in, etc., etc. So, I'm going to just close this down. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for joining in the chat. I am going to come back online at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and I will do 2 hours if if time permits. Hopefully we can get it beforehand and see what we can do after that. But I gotta go to the gym, then I got some schoolwork that I gotta get done. Yeehaw. And then we will see what we get. So hope to see you all there later on. Bring more people. Let's all continue the chat. Love the interactions here. It makes this not boring. It really does. So thank you all so much for being here. But at this point, we're going to end the stream. So thank you all so much. This is Raikaze signing off. You all stay strong and power on.